discovered what I was getting wrong the last bowl I did, the last video you've seen of me making this bowl, these bowls ready for raku, is that I mistook the consistency of the clay out the bag after I'd wedged it up as being stiff enough to throw, but actually the stiffness was caused by the clay being really cold. So consequently, when I started to throw it, got the particles moving, it went really soft and difficult to handle. So I re-wedged it, took it in the house and got it to room temperature. A bit like red wine. Bubbliness. And it's now throwing a lot better. I might have mentioned in a previous clip when I was doing some little tea bowls based on a video I'd seen on YouTube last week, that I'm trying to throw a little bit freer, not worrying so much about the wobbly edge pot. I think it's important to be able to throw accurately and without a wobble. So if every pot you throw has a wobbly edge, then you're not throwing that well. But once you can throw accurately, you can. There's the bubbles causing the problem. You can sort of free yourself up and allow things to slightly get out of shape. In a controlled sort of way. I try to think of it as a sort of Picasso effect on ceramics. The theory is that Picasso could draw better than his tutors by the age of 6 or 7. That's the story anyway. And it took him a long time to be able to free up his work and his drawing, to be able to make art like a child. And I think the same applies to ceramics, or any kind of art really. Once you've got the basics, you can then free yourself up, and that's what I've learnt this week. And usually we see by seeing Tom's video. And also, it's been quite a bit of a landmark on me personally this week. Seeing that video, taking a slightly different path, looking at slings in a slightly different way. And also this morning I heard a quote by Helen Keller, which sort of sums up what I'm trying to do with my ceramics. And her quote was, she longed to accomplish a great and noble task, but saw it as her duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. So I try to do that with my ceramics. I long to create remarkable and worthwhile pottery, but possibly never will. But I see it as my duty to set about creating simple, small and thoughtful pottery, as if it was great and noble. So if you have that thought in your mind whenever you make a pot, I know I'm always saying, oh, it's only clay. which it is. But if you've got that undertaking of undertaking small pots as if they were going to be great and noble, then you've got a better chance of it actually happening. This must be my week for waffling on. I apologise. These are the things that go through my mind when I'm throwing here. Let's try and get this transition out from the bottom. There's a transition, I talked about it earlier. It's from where the bowl leaves the base of the clay, where the foot ring's going to be. There's always on the inside of a bowl the chance that you're going to get a bit of a transition where it starts to go thinner, and I just try to get that out if I can, and it seems to be going now. I'll show it you. Just here there's a slight bulge. Let me try and smooth that out. So much better this clay today. There we go. Much better bowls.